It is so much fun. So we've got it on our coffee table, and Ken's like, "You want to play a game?"
Welcome back to Faith, Freedom, and Conspiracy. We are the Christian Women's Health Collective. We're so glad you're here. Tonight is just going to be a super fun podcast. We just want to talk to you about Thanksgiving. We hope that you enjoy this. We're so silly and goofy, and we are so excited for this holiday season. No conspiracy mentioned in this podcast, although if you have some Thanksgiving conspiracies you'd like to tell us about, please do. We'd love to hear them. Drop them in the comment section below, and we hope that you enjoy this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, because Rumble's algorithm works a little differently from YouTube, and we need for you to give us that thumbs up and send us comments so that we can continue to grow. We hope you enjoy this episode.
So fun. We just got a game, Bree, that we're addicted to.
What is it?
What game?
What is the game? Shut the box.
What is that?
Shut the box. It's a dice game.
Ooh, I like dice.
It is so much fun. So we've got it on our coffee table, and Ken's like, "You want to play a game?" But anyway, you throw 2 dice, and the object of the game is you have this row of numbers. I think it goes 1 to 12, and the object of the game is to be able to roll the numbers so that you can flip up the numbers. It's like if you roll a 6, then you can flip up a 6 or a 12. Anything that equals that number 12, you can flip up. But anyway, the first person that goes out loses the game. But it's just so addicting. It's fun.
Dice games like that are really fun because they're fast paced and everybody can play, and they're just fun.
Yeah.
Yes. We have fun games. I like that. I know a super cool game idea is Jenga. So like if you, let's say that you got a bunch of family that's artsy, or that, like if you want to give a certain Jenga game or whatever, I saw the cutest thing. They wrote on all the Jenga blocks, and then now they have their Jenga block game, and they take it with them with all the writings on the blocks. It's so cute. I like Jenga too.
They write on it.
Fun.
They might write, they might have drawn a sun or a Bible verse or whatever it is, but
they decorate, so they have their own decorated Jenga box.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Like what kids do or something like that for a kids activity.
I put questions on them and make people answer a question when they put out.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
That's a great idea.
That is a good idea.
Yeah.
Spice it up. What's something crazy y'all do at Thanksgiving or fun?
Well, the craziest thing I do at Thanksgiving is not cook a turkey.
No turkey.
We are not turkey eaters in my family, so we either eat something red meat, but the last few years we've had ham. We'll just get like a spiral ham and not put that gross glaze on it, and just cook it up. And then, of course, I don't do vegetables, so I'll make him some potatoes and some cornbread or whatever he wants, and then I'll do scalloped potatoes, and then I'll do deviled eggs, and I think that's it for me. Ham and deviled eggs.
Bringing eggs and ham.
Pretty keto, kind of.
Why not? So year before last, I did. I ate sweet potatoes with my Thanksgiving meal because I wanted potatoes, and that it might have been last year, but anyway, this finger right here had like this crazy growth. I don't know if it was arthritis or what, but it got so inflamed. It like doubled in size at the knuckle and hurt so bad for weeks until I could detox from that sweet potato. So yeah, I don't do vegetables.
Oh my goodness.
So
Yeah.
no more sweet potatoes for your fingers.
Huh?
I said, so no more sweet potatoes for your fingers.
No. Yeah, when I was a kid, my grandmother hosted Thanksgiving every single year, and she had a huge family. She had like 5 siblings, and they all had kids. And so I remember my mom would always dress me up in these, Thanksgiving-esque sweaters, because I'm from North Carolina, so it never got that cold. So I'd have a sweater on, I'd have these, silly khaki, uncomfortable pants. I always had to dress nice for Thanksgiving, and all the kids would run around and play, and my grandmother would make her incredible Chex Party mix. She had her own recipe, and that would be the first time of the year that she would start making it, and I would get so excited, and I would get in so much trouble because I would come in and eat it all. So that was always one of the best things that I had to look forward to for Thanksgiving as a kid. But having an unhealthy relationship with food, I always gorged myself silly. And then so now, yeah, I don't really want to eat a lot of food. And I've made a keto stuffing once before. It was all right. So I just keep it simple. I keep it really simple. We just really make it a family day and don't worry so much about the feast as we do the family time and just not having to go anywhere. We just, because we don't have kids. So it's just Tyler and I usually, or we'll have somebody over who, doesn't have anywhere to go. So
what games do you like to play?
Oh, our absolute favorite card game is called 5 Crowns. Have any of you ever played 5 Crowns? Have any of you ever played?
I saw it at the store the other day, and I was like, I wonder what that is.
It is super fun. Have you played Gin Rummy?
Yeah.
Do you guys know how to play Gin Rummy? Okay, no. So in Gin Rummy, you basically hold all of your cards in your hand until you can actually put all of them down with whatever matches you need to have. So 5 Crowns is like that, except you start out with 3 cards, and your number 3 is wild because you're playing with 3 cards, and then you have your all your other cards, and so you play that first round, and then you go out, and obviously whoever still has cards in their hands gets points, and so you do that all the way up until you get to the king. So the cards are numbered from 3 all the way up through the king, and so you play until you have 13 cards in your hand. So it's literally however many rounds that is, 9 rounds, I guess. And for every round, whatever number of cards you have in your hand is the wild card, and you just keep playing until you get a winner. But it's just so fun. I mean, it's, I don't know. It's Tyler's favorite game. It's become my favorite game. So that's our favorite card game. Our absolute favorite board game right now is a game called Space Catan. Have any of you ever played Catan?
Yeah.
So, huh?
Yeah.
You played it? Okay. So Catan is basically the original version is you have this board that you lay out with all these little octagons, and you set it up so that you get resources, and so it has a dice and it has a robber, and it's quite complex when you first play it, and then it gets really easy to play, and it's a lot of fun. And Space Catan is a version of that game, but you have a rocket, and it takes a long time to play. You have a rocket, and you have a spaceship, and you have a space station, and you have a what's the other thing? The transport,
cargo pods.
Yeah, cargo. I mean, it's just like
it's called the Starfarers expansion.
Starfarers. Okay, so it's like a whole other level of board game. And we played it with some friends of ours a couple of times. It takes so long to play, like 4 or 5 hours. It's not a fast game, but it's so fun. So fun. You have like these battles in space, and pirates are coming to get you, and are you gonna fight them? It's just, you have to build up your rocket with cargo pods and guns and boosters, so you can win battles in space. It's so much different than the real Catan, except you still have resources, and that's how you win. And I always win. So
wow,
I wonder that's why she likes it.
Not bragging or anything. She just always wins.
Oh,
that's why Leanne likes to play.
Leanne is so competitive, it's disgusting. I never let my child win at anything when she was growing up. I am so competitive.
Yeah, me too.
Don't get me on an air hockey table. Yeah. So that's our Thanksgiving. We're super low key, and we go nowhere. Sherry, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Probably the same thing that we always do. It's just the 2 of us. So we don't have, my kids go to their dad's. That's what they've always done, because he's got a lot of family in town. So I always got Christmas, which I was much happier about. But so we cook it up. We cook up the whole meal. It's the only time we really have turkey the whole year, except for when we have leftovers from it. And fortunately, this year we were able to get a 10-pound turkey, so we won't have like a ton of leftovers. But we air fry it, and we have like a Cajun rub and a Cajun injection. So we have spicy turkey, and it is pretty good because it's yummy. And so there is butter in that. I was talking about not having butters, but this is one day where there is butter. There's butter in this day. But we'll also make a Lane absolutely loves asparagus casserole, so we make that, which has cheeses in it and probably butter too. And I think it has heavy cream. And then what else do we have? We make faux potatoes, which I do use ghee with. And what else do we have? Stuffing. I make stuffing with it is a gluten-free, because I use millet bread actually for that. And then I generally make a blueberry raspberry cobbler with like an almond crust. So almond flour crust, or it's actually almond flour and coconut flour, I think is what it is.
Okay.
It's very, very good. So yeah. And I will make, out of the other part of the whipping cream, I will make whipped cream out of it.
Heck yeah.
So it is my one day that I do splurge on different areas. So, and we don't really play games. We will have to pull out. When we did our big group declutter event, I went through the whole gaming area and got rid of like a ton of stuff from when the kids were little. So, I mean, we even had the Pretty Princess that I got rid of. And I know. And what else do we have? We had some other games that we got rid of too. Some penguin game. I gave a bunch of them to my friend who has a little one. But but yeah, the last thing that we actually did was I had found in all of that cleaning a big, long, it actually covered the whole coffee table puzzle. And it was all sea life and pirate ship, that was sunk. And so that was the last thing that we did. But we haven't, I would say we've played more card games than any other type of game. So backgammon. I've taught them how to play backgammon.
Never learned how to play that.
It's fun. Yeah. I was just thinking I wanted to relearn how to play cribbage. My mom taught me how to play cribbage, and I cannot remember. So that's another. I have a board. I think I have her board. So
I think I used to know how to play that too, but I don't remember. It's been too long.
Yeah.
I did have one of those too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was a really popular game for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That, and I know when we played cards and family-wise, we would play like hearts or spades. That was one of the games, the games that we would play. That was fun. Or massive war games where you'd all play war and have.
What about you, Jules?
We're actually going to start our Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, so we have this tradition. We've done it for a long time. We go to my aunt's the weekend before Thanksgiving. She's in North Alabama. So that's this weekend. So we're going to go and we'll play dominoes. We eat bad the whole time. They'll cook. They always cook like they're dressing, chicken and dressing, blah, blah, blah. And then we have this morning after tradition, which is fried turkey. And but it's like turkey's like we brown it. So we'll put flour, and then we'll fry it, and then we do biscuit and gravy with the turkey, and it's so delicious and so bad. You know, using scrambled eggs too. They're out on the lakes, and then so we play dominoes all weekend and just kind of hang out in the cabin. And then just since the accident, now before the accident, I had no Thanksgiving. It's been kind of crazy throughout my lifetime, all changed up. So now after the accident, my friend Tiffany's been coming over, so she'll be here Tuesday, and I think we're going to eat on Friday probably because Ken's got to work on Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, so we'll probably eat on Friday. And everybody's going to have to make cowboy and Indian construction paper hats. We've been making everybody do little hats. So people will make their hats, and then I usually cook all the bad things. And actually this year I've been trying to think, do I want to cook all the bad things, or do I want to try to find a way to make it, better? Because I'm like you, Leanne, I will gorge and eat it up. Like, I want to eat every bite. I want to eat as much as I can. And I really don't want to do that this year, but it is so good to me. But especially since having that functional medicine test, like everything being bad for me, I'm like, do I really want to do that? So we may have to have chicken and rice for Thanksgiving.
Turkey and rice.
Yeah, turkey and rice. Turkey and rice is your dinner.
That's funny. Yeah, I'm not even doing sugar this year, so I'll probably make something for Tyler, but I won't have anything.
My cobbler doesn't have sugar in it.
Huh?
What's that?
I said my cobbler doesn't have sugar in it. I don't use sugar in it.
Oh, that's great.
Well, it's fruit also. So there's a little bit, I think I do use a little bit of stevia. I'm not using sugar per se.
Yeah.
What I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can't remember what, I think it's a little bit of stevia.
That's incredible.
Well, I would love to hear some of y'all's Thanksgiving ideas for cooking.
What are you having, Bree?
Well, growing up, we always did, like, my mom went all out for Thanksgiving. Like, she made everything, and we didn't have any family around, so it was just us. And so we just would eat, like, we would have snacks all day until the dinner time, until Thanksgiving dinner, and she would bake, like, every kind of pie. We had all the turkey stuff and potatoes, like sweet potatoes, gravy, like the green beans, everything. Like, we had everything for Thanksgiving, and then we would eat all that for like a week. But there were 6 of us, so there was 4 teenagers, so it really didn't last as long as like you think it was. So, but it was really fun, and we would play games, and we always used to go to a movie every Thanksgiving because there was always a new movie that came out on Thanksgiving, and so we would always, the 6 of us would go to a movie on Thanksgiving. That was always our like Thanksgiving tradition. But with my kids, we always just I made all the food, and we stayed home and play games. So our Thanksgiving was just a lot of just low key, and because we were always lived far away from family too, and so it was just the grimace. So we just enjoyed the food and played all the games. But as far as food, like, I always make a turkey. I love turkey. And we've cooked it a lot of different ways, but the last couple of years, my husband's been making it, like, brine it, and then he'll spatchcock it, which means basically you cut it in half down the middle and open it up like this, and then he cooks it on the smoker, and so it only cooks in like half the time, so it doesn't take all day to cook, 20 pounds of turkey or whatever. Actually, we got a 21-pound turkey this year.
21?
We're gonna have extras. Yes. Well,
wow.
There was a lady who was local who was raising them, and so we got on the list to get, like, a special locally raised turkey, and so we did. So I'm really excited about it. We usually, actually, the last like 5 or so years, we always did a turkey and a duck because we really like duck, and so we started doing a turkey and a duck every year. So it's mostly about the meat, I guess, and I always do some mashed potatoes, stuffing, and gravy. That's what my kids like. And I always make my mom's apple pie and pumpkin roll because that's my kids' favorite. So I usually make a bunch of pumpkin roll because they will eat that breakfast, lunch, and dinner while they're here for 3 or 4 days or whatever back to college. So I'm excited to have a full time. I haven't seen them very much since they went back to college in August. So I'm really excited. Anyway, I'll have the bid and play games, but as far as games,
We know what really excites her.
Yeah, I love games. So my love language, my top one is time, spending time together. So I love playing games with people and really connecting and just, talking and stuff. And so playing games is one of the funnest ways of just hanging out with people, getting to know them and making good memories and all the things. So I always look forward to playing games with the kids when they're home, and with my husband. Actually, we like to play games and date nights and stuff too. But growing up, we played all the games Risk, Monopoly, Stratego, and every kind of card game. So whenever we have big groups or family, we always played the big card games. I don't know if you guys played Spoons. That is one of the funnest.
What is it? Spoons?
It's called Spoons. It's one of the funnest big giant group games that you can play. And you have to have a bunch of spoons to the table. You have to be the first one to grab one, but you can play your cards. So, anyway, I'll let you look it up. But it's so much fun. Spoons is a huge, awesome fun card game. Hand and Foot is a fun card game for huge groups. You have to have a bunch of decks of cards. Pit is another fun one for card games to play with a bunch of people. Dutch Blitz, that's one of my favorites from growing up. And
yes.
And Rook. I love fast-paced group card games so much. The faster, the better. My ADHD brain just multitasking, doing all the things. Love it. So I love those kind of fun games, card games and stuff. But as far as board games, we have a lot of fun playing a lot of the ones kind of like Catan, but they're strategic games of building or farming or something. So we the train one. I know one of you said it. Rails. Why can't I think of the name of it? What is the train one? Hey, what's that train game called?
Ticket to Ride.
Ticket to Ride,
yeah. I want to play that.
Yes, that game is so fun. I like Ticket to Ride, and we also like Beano and the pig farming one. Happy Pigs. I love that one.
Never heard of that.
Love that one. It's so fun. But there's some really fun group games out there too, like Wits and Wagers, or for dice games. That's really fun, called Pass the Pandas. You're rolling the dice, you're trying to roll pandas and stuff, and you just pass around the table. And, I don't know, just really fast paced. There's a bajillion fun games out there, and we're always down to try a new game and play something fun. So yeah, I would recommend any of those games. And also, listen, all of our listeners, if you have a fun Thanksgiving pastime or a fun game that you play with your family, put it in the comments. We want to know. Share with everybody so that everybody can go and have fun, make the food, have new Thanksgiving traditions and all the things with their families and stuff. So yeah, that's my 2 cents. But we might do some puzzles, and usually the day after Thanksgiving we always put up the Christmas decoration because Christmas.
Yes.
So the one fun thing about winter in Nebraska, Christmas, it's the one thing you can look forward to still in the freezing cold snow. At least there's Christmas. Okay.
Yeah.
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 We've already got people that have decorated their houses here.
Yeah, here too.
Ours is already decorated on the outside. We just haven't done the inside yet.
Are your lights on though?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah. We leave some of our lights up year round because our neighbor likes it. So
we have a neighbor across the street. Their lights have been on since we moved in here in August.
See? Something's hardcore. They just make us happy. If summer has to be over, it may as well be Christmas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It may as well be Christmas.
Exactly.
Yeah, our across the street neighbor has had theirs up. I don't think they ever took them down last year. So
We put lights up so
Yeah.
we can leave them up year round. This year, actually, we put up special ones. We can change the color for every holiday, so we can leave them up all the time, or we can turn them off.
oh, that's fun.
So they're like subtle. They're not like you wouldn't notice them unless we had them on, you know. So we're excited about that.
That's
That's
cool.
cool. Mm-hmm. Did you get good ideas, Julie, for yours?
From my what?
You said you wanted some. Well, you said you wanted some ideas for Thanksgiving. For food.
No. For food, no.
No? You didn't like any of those ideas?
No, they're all the normal.
Scallop too.
Tyler says
We did
scalloped
them-
potatoes.
You could do scalloped potato. That's
Scalloped
true.
potato.
You could, my sister-in-law makes an amazing sweet potato dish where she slices everything. It's kind of like scalloped potatoes, but it's just sweet potatoes, and she does like rosemary, onions, like butter, and they're just like really thinly sliced and lined up in this. Like, I don't know, it's incredible. It's incredible. But I don't like sweet potatoes with the sugar and the marshmallows and everything. I hate
Ugh.
sweet potatoes.
No.
Love sweet potatoes though. Like I love
Yeah.
her
Just give me all the desserts. All the desserts.
I hear you.
Yeah, I do make a mean pumpkin pie. My pumpkin pie is amazing, and
I
I
love
will
pumpkin
not
pie.
to have it this year.
I hate pumpkin pie.
I love. Well,
I love
I grew up
pumpkin.
on
I
sweet
love it.
potato and pumpkin. My grandmother always made a pecan pie, but I hated pecan pie when I was a kid. I love it now. But yeah, that was what we had. I was so excited, but I love more than anything the final few bites of the pie crust at the top of the pie with just a tiny little bit of filling on it, especially if that pie crust is good and flaky and browned. I don't like a blonde pie crust.
Right.
That's my husband loves the crust too. He's a crust eater.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but it's got to be
I love
homemade. I
pumpkin
do
pie.
not like store-bought pies.
Oh no, they're terrible. I do not like store bought pies either.
Mm-mm.
Take my mama's pie any day over any other kind of pie.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. I make
Cherry
my
pie is
grandmother's
my favorite.
pumpkin pie.
Cherry's my favorite. My mom's apple pie is probably my
Oh,
favorite.
you
I
know,
love cherry
apple
pie.
good.
But cherry
Grandmother
is my
made good apple pie.
absolute favorite. Yeah.
Really?
Cherry's my favorite.
Yeah.
Too.
I've maybe had cherry pie a handful of times in my life. We never had cherry pie when I was growing up.
And a well done cherry pie, like, oh, there is just nothing better. But see, I grew up in
So
the
good.
Pacific Northwest where they grew cherries, and so we used cherry pies.
Oh,
Mm.
Grew up in Washington. They don't have cherries really in the South. They grow
No. They have cherry pie filling, and that's not the same.
No, it is not the same. No. It's
I
true.
could probably do like a frozen cherry pie though, like a frozen cherry cobbler.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I had some friends that I was really close to, and their mom always did this incredible peach crumble. Now, this was typically not a Thanksgiving thing unless something happened and she froze peaches from the summer. But she had this peach crumble that had this incredible gooey, ooey peach filling and then this beautiful buttery crumble top. It just made my heart sing. It was so good.
Amazing.
Yeah.
This is good. I'm fasting right now, so this is really good. I'm like, that sounds good. That sounds
Yeah, but you get to
good.
eat in the morning. You get to eat in the morning.
What's your favorite kind of pie, Julie?
All of them.
Yeah, that was what she was going to say.
I really like pecan pies. I really like cobblers. I really like all of them.
I think
I
I'm
like
with Julia. There's not a pie I don't like, I don't think.
I like a cake. I like it all. I like it a lot.
Just dessert. I just want dessert.
it's not even that I even like to eat food. I think it's just that I like that era of food. I like that brand of food, like that comfort food of cream corn and peas and dressing and pies and casseroles. I love all of that stuff. And I usually don't get it, and so I don't get to eat it except for during Thanksgiving. And when I get it, I just want to eat every bite I can.
That's because you're from the South, girl. I used to do a crock pot mac and cheese that would make your cheeks joyful.
Yum.
Mm-hmm.
Yum.
That was a huge thing down in the South. Everybody made all their mac and cheese from scratch, and boy, was it good. Oh my goodness.
Cornbread.
Velveeta has nothing on good quality mac and cheese.
Oh God.
I just said that because I wanted your reaction. I haven't had Velveeta in probably 20 years.
I could do that. I could do mac and cheese. I could do a chickpea noodle with the goat cheese.
Oh, stop. Ugh.
Chickpea noodle.
Ugh.
It's not bad.
Oh.
It's not good either.
Chickpea, no, I really do like them.
Well, that's good, Julie.
I know. It took me about 4 times to try them, but now I do. Yeah.
Definitely an acquired taste, huh?
Ken does too. Ken will eat them now too. Yes.
Oh, that's so funny. Tyler did the same thing when we had my mom living with us. We were using like all the almond flour keto noodles and all that stuff, and he would eat them too, but I wouldn't feed them to him today because they're so high in estrogen.
The chickpea are?
No, the almond flour stuff. He'll get man boobs.
No.
I still use almond flour sometimes.
Sometimes it's different than all the time.
Yes, for gluten-free stuff, I do.
It hasn't helped my boobs any, okay? I've had almond flour. It doesn't do anything.
Or marshmallow.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I forgot to mention one of my most favorite things is what my husband makes the day after Thanksgiving. He makes Thanksgiving sandwiches, and my kids call it the Sam Super Sandwich.
Oh, that's so cute.
Because he puts all the Thanksgiving stuff on a sandwich.
Oh my gosh, we just watched a Guy's Grocery Games episode of that the other day where he had them do Thanksgiving dinner and one of the cooks, and then in the next cook they had to do leftovers, but it couldn't resemble Thanksgiving dinner. Oh my gosh. And it was so funny, but one of them made a huge turkey sandwich and it looked amazing.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. I can't say enough about it. Whenever we go to a sandwich shop and they have like a turkey and cranberry sandwich, I'm always like, this is a good sandwich shop. They know what's up.
So what does Sam put on them? Like the green bean casserole, like everything, or what's he do?
Not everything always. So he'll take like, croissant or gluten better, whatever we've got. And then he'll do like one side have some cream cheese, one side with cranberry. Then you've got to put your turkey, which you dip in the gravy. Then you put the turkey on. Then you put your stuffing. Then you put your mashed potatoes, and then you can put a little more gravy or not. But then you put the lid on. You put the top on it together, and then you can dip it in gravy and eat it.
What?
No, it's amazing. It's amazing. I know it sounds crazy, but it is.
No, it doesn't. It sounds really good.
It is amazing. I know mashed potatoes and stuffing on a sandwich, but I'm telling you, it's so good.
Girl,
Delicious.
what if you took that stuffing, right? Kind of smashed it together into a little, almost like a third piece of bread, and got a little buttery crisp on either side of it, and added that to your sandwich?
Yes, make it a little
there you go.
Love it. See?
Made a potato cake.
You know you're
Sherry
a food.
covered
Yes.
Sherry covered.
Tyler's telling you to cover your ears, Cherry, because you're fasting.
It could be a potato cake.
It's like
I'm just
potato
laughing.
cake. Okay, that is one of the great ways to eat mashed potatoes leftover, though, is to fry them up in a pan in some butter, make potato pancakes, nice and crispy the next morning with breakfast. So good.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I could talk about food.
Yep.
Mhm.
So we're all going to Bree's house next year for Thanksgiving.
Right? I want that sandwich.
Yes, you can come for the sandwich and the games.
And
I'll
the
teach you how to play
games.
That's right.
spoons.
The games.
And the
Yeah, nice
games.
food.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, you'll have to get shut the box and throw dice.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have a dice game called Tenzi that's a lot of fun too. It's a dice and card game combined.
You guys roll.
Lindsay is
Yeah. So you get a tube that's got 4 sets of dice. So, and they're all different colors. So you have 10 dice.
But we had 2 tubes, so it was 8 different colors.
Yeah. No. Yes. And, the cards come with it. And so you flip the card over and the card gives you a structure of how the dice have to be played so that you can win the card. And then whoever has the most cards at the end of the game wins. It's a lot of fun. I always win that one too.
It's so intense. She's so competitive.
He's not. He says I'm so competitive, and I am. But you get him playing Dutch Blitz, and he will take your hand off.
I will.
Oh,
I've never seen Tyler more competitive than that game.
it is on. I
Oh!
never won at Dutch Blitz. So now
Challenged you.
it is going down.
Ooh,
I will
Next
meet you.
Thanksgiving, we are back in.
Yeah, I will meet you
in
at
the lower
Thanksgiving.
48.
That's right. That's right. We're just gonna have to meet up for Thanksgiving. That's what we're gonna have to do.
Yeah. Hopefully
Let's
before
do it.
then. We're back in the lower 48.
I was going to say.
Drive anywhere.
I'm gonna have to
Hey,
do
we
like
can have
a
our-
Rocky montage training.
We could have our Friendsgiving anytime.
Yes.
Hey,
That's right.
Yes. We need to plan that for sometime after May.
Yes.
Yes.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, we missed this year.
I know. All right. I'm going to close this one and do a quick intro. Ready?
Ready.
All right. Thanks for joining us on this fun and free loving pot. Whoa, never mind. Couldn't get there. Just kidding.
Sorry. I shouldn't laugh. Okay, I'm done.
All right. Thanks for joining us on this super fun podcast. We wanted to make Thanksgiving a little lighthearted and have some fun and just kind of talk about what we do. We hope you enjoyed it. We'd love to hear what you do. In case you couldn't hear Bree because her microphone's not being cooperative tonight, let us know what games you play in the comment section below and what your favorite Thanksgiving foods are. We'd love to hear from you, and we will see you next week. Have a wonderful holiday.